My kids would have been mortified.
What'd you do? I have decided to create a vision board.
I think women sometimes have a really hard time dreaming big.
And so it took me several days to do this.
Look, I'm a manifester. I believe in that, but it takes action to actually make these happen.
Vibrant.
Yeah.
Vibrant. We're going to be vibrant. I could have had it on my vision board for a million years and I would have never done it without you being that driving force of, oh, actually, we're doing this.
I love that you said yes, thinking that it probably wasn't going to happen. Oh. And then I'll raise like my brows. And I'm like, oh. Cocktail on arrival, champagne on arrival. But they don't actually think they can make it happen.
Right. They're not dreaming big like you talked about.
The other big one is I want to fly first class.
By the way, you know I've never been out of the country, right? Is I want my bedroom to be pretty. I'm insulted.
One of them is a YSL purse.
Okay. It is not spiritual and wellness and community and loving.
What is it?
It's a Jeep.
I feel like we've learned a lot about each other in this.
Which is so interesting because we are overwhelmingly different in so many ways.
But now you're going to be intentional.
Yes.
And that's the whole point.
Is it worth intentioning?
Worth intentioning. Welcome back to Worth Mentioning.
With Megs and Mo. I'm not tired right now.
That's awesome.
I know.
I love that for us.
I love it for us too because sometimes I hit that like midday where I can't function. And you're usually full of energy at that point.
Well, midday, not full of energy.
Maybe you're like full of energy the opposite times of me.
I'm a morning person. So like I wake up and I'm usually full of energy. I think my slump is usually like between 2 and 3. Yeah. Somewhere in there.
Mine is usually between 1 and 4, I would say.
Yeah.
Mine's probably a longer period of slump.
Well, it depends on the day.
That's when I would take my nap.
Depends on the day and the nap availability.
That's my problem. One of my problems is that like when I work during the day, it's not like I can take a nap.
Yeah. If I could nap, it would be like, if I can nap, it's totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just need like 30 minutes,
30 minutes.
And I'm much better.
Sometimes it's even 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, it's only been 15 minutes and I feel great.
I feel much better.
Yeah. It's just like you need to listen to your body and like let it shut down for a second.
Exactly. Because if I fight it for an hour, I'm wasting all that time. But if I nap for 20 minutes, then I haven't wasted an hour fighting it and being aggravated.
Yeah.
You know what I have been doing all week?
What?
I have decided to create a vision board because I've never done one in my entire life.
I'm so excited.
You have been good about vision boards.
Yeah.
That's been a thing. Explain that to me. When did you start vision boarding?
I've done them for, I want to say it was around probably 2018, 19 that I started doing them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you did it in like.
This has not been a lifetime thing. No. Or like high school.
Did you do it with like cut out magazine pictures?
Mm-hmm. Magazines or printing. Magazines are really expensive now.
They are. And I don't have them anymore.
Right. You don't have subscriptions. The only one I just recently started was Travel and Leisure.
I saw you had a Travel and Leisure and I noticed that because I don't have magazines anymore.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I'm not like sitting there reading them, but I do like to flip through them because I like to travel and I want to travel more. So I figure when I surround myself with more things travel related.
So there's intention behind that.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes with almost with the whole vision board concept,
Yeah. I'm guessing travel's on your vision board.
Oh, yeah.
Travel's on mine too, but probably not to the extent
It'll be interesting to see the differences. So, yeah. If you haven't figured it out by now, we're going to be talking about vision boards today. But yeah, I'm okay. I think what started it. So, when I was a nurse and the last job I had, I was a case manager working at a private company. I had never been sucked into selling anything before, like an MLM kind of thing.
Oh,
but my cousin's wife sucked me into Rodan and Fields skincare, and I was a customer first of hers, and I love their skincare. They truly have good skincare. About that. So that was the only reason I was like, maybe let me try it or whatever.
Okay.
I did not like selling things. It's just not me.
I'm trying not to be judgy because I automatically, as soon as I hear MLM, I feel incredibly judgy.
Oh, I do too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know there are some good products. Like I've heard good things about Rodan and Fields.
which is not an MLM anymore. They are now go direct to store.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy it in stores
Maybe
now.
that's where I've heard good things. But in general, I'm like, I do not feel comfortable with MLMs.
But yeah, because I'm sure we've both experienced many friends doing things, selling things, going to parties to buy things, that kind of, yeah.
Yes, we have.
So I did that. It was brief. I did make my money back, I will say.
Well,
What I invested, I
that's
made
good.
back. I came out, I came out at least even. I might have made a little bit, but it wasn't like what they what they claim you can.
Of course.
You can make. That's really what sparked me wanting to like be my own boss and have my own business.
Really?
Seeing how it kind of opened my mind to seeing how things could be if you were able to support yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really kind of what ignited that in me. And so that was something good that came out of it.
So you were
sure.
still working, were you working as a
Mhm.
nurse or a teacher?
I was a
One of
case
those?
manager.
A
Yeah.
case, okay.
Yeah.
Because now you do, I know you're doing a few things, but
Yeah.
you essentially build your own schedule and kind of sort of work for yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm trying very hard to protect that. Around that time too, I started reading a lot, like getting into more personal development stuff. And I knew like when I was becoming unhappy at my work, I started really listening to a lot of podcasts and, just, I don't know, it was a whole nother world. So vision boards came up in that path somewhere and of what I read or listened to. And I was like, that sounds like inspiring. Like I want to do that just to kind of like dream about what I want in the future. I want my life to look like. And so since then, I have designed many vision boards of my own. And
you've helped people design vision boards.
I've helped through my coaching, through my podcast, and through our daughter's sorority.
I heard about that.
I did at one of their weekly meetings. I was a guest speaker.
So when I told Alex I was doing a vision board, she said, you need to talk to Miss Megan because she's an expert. Shout out, Alex.
I don't want to sit here and teach, but like what I will say is that when I have coaching clients, mainly for my business, it's women who want to change careers. And so the first place we start, we don't make vision boards. Like it's not like that, but it is essentially the work that you could do before making a vision board. And some of them will do that. I'll mention like you could take this step further on your own if you want. But it's basically we go through different areas in their lives and figure out what they want out of like careers, relationships, finances, hobbies, community, giving back, free time. We go through all these categories and they dream a little bit. And the interesting thing is, I think women sometimes have a really hard time dreaming big.
Yes.
Because you will think of things and then quickly say, that's impossible. That's never going to happen.
That's what I did when I did this.
Good. So we can talk about that.
Yeah, we are talking
about it. So yeah, I mean, and so the coaching part of it helps because as we're going through this together and they're putting limitations on themselves in their dreams, I can help them work through that to where they can see that it's okay to dream and to dream big. And I'm like, if you don't dream big, that doesn't mean like if you say, I want to be a Grammy Award winning actress.
Yeah.
Or singer.
That's on my vision board.
So, like you might be like, oh, that sounds like it's never going to happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Nobody can say that. But if that's something you want to pursue, like acting, that, aspiration of getting an award is never going to happen if you don't at least start the path of actually acting and getting paid to act.
So can I tell you then how I did this? Because I did this actually with AI, essentially acting as probably what you do as a career coach. And obviously it's a little bit different, but it helped me. Like I just started, I was verbalizing, which helps me because I do better verbalizing rather than typing sometimes. But I just started like, it was asking me questions and I was just responding, talking, and it helped distill down a list of things. And I had bigger things on there. And I think for me, verbalizing it, like just saying it, it felt, I felt freer to say it rather than, I don't know the difference between saying it versus typing it because it just felt like discussion, whatever. But I had some bigger things on there. And then it helped me distill it down. And then for my discussion with you, I kind of even pared it down to really the most, like the ones that are most important to me. And so it took me several days to do this. Like I did it in bits and pieces over several days.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as fast, like a super fast process.
Right.
It still needs more work. But so this helped me narrow down and see. But then the other thing that came out of this for me is I'm realizing there's a lot of things on here that I've said I've wanted to do, but I haven't done anything about.
Exactly. That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
That if you have these dreams, but you don't start taking the actions, look, I'm a manifester. I believe in that, but it takes action to actually make these happen.
Isn't there some kind of quote where like it's the difference between a wish versus a goal or something like that?
Probably,
like, because a goal is something that you set and you take action toward.
Right.
Whereas if you're not taking any action toward it, I mean, it's a wish. It sounds like a great idea, but you're not taking any steps toward achieving it.
Right. Like, oh, you said like you're still working on it.
Yes.
And yes, and it is, I mean, it's ever evolving. You know, like it's
not a static thing.
Change. It's not.
It's evergreen. No, that's not the right word either. But it's constantly evolving.
Yes. As you know, maybe some things happen that are on your vision board and you take them off. You have new things that come up. Maybe there's things on there
that you realize
from last year that you don't want anymore.
That you don't want.
And that happens. I, try like once a year to kind of look it over, see what still resonates, see what's already happened, update it, and make changes. Usually around New Year's, because that's when the time when you feel like inspired to do that kind of stuff. Of course. So yeah, I mean, and I think it's a lot of fun because I'm not doing it with a coach. I'm doing it on my own. So mine is usually like a writing process, journaling. I just kind of go through the steps that I will get walk people through, but I do it on my own.
I think I might do it more with the AI thing because that really helped me narrow down, like take all of my abstract thoughts or all of my thoughts, not so much abstract, but they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And brought them together for me.
Yeah.
So shall we pull out the vision board?
Yes. Okay. So you have yours on paper right now. I have this whole vision board over here because I was not recreating my wheel.
No.
Reinventing the wheel over here. But I put Post-its over it so that Melissa cannot know immediately. I mean, she'll kind of see, but whatever. Okay.
Okay.
All
right, you start. Like you pick a topic.
What topic do we want to? Let's start from more boring to then more fun, work.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the first one on my vision board.
Woohoo!
Okay.
You want me to go first?
I don't care.
So mine is, okay. I guess this would be a work-related thing, and this. So this one was a hard thing to find a picture for.
So you created more of a word cloud with that.
Well, it was created already.
Okay. So you did a word cloud.
It's entrepreneurship, and it just has a lot of words that have to do with that. Because like I said, after having, 6 years of running my own schedule, I am trying to protect that with everything, even if it looks like a little less entrepreneurship right now and more like I'm doing contract work.
Which you are.
That's still, the contract I have is very autonomous. Like I get to make my own schedule.
Yeah.
So, and if I need to take off, I don't have to ask for permission. I just block my calendar.
Yeah.
So I want to keep that. Yeah. Do you know what these are?
Those look like YouTube icons.
These are YouTube awards that are given once you reach a certain number of subscribers.
Okay.
So this could go with, I want to put it in the work category because I would love for this podcast to become paid work one day.
Do you know I forgot to add that to my vision board on here, but I mean to add it.
There you go. Now you know something else to add
totally
on.
Meant to add it.
So I think I want to put it in this category, not in a hobby category, because right now, I guess you would consider it more of a hobby, but we are doing it with an intention.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I could include this one. It says, I am a published author. And I do have this word success at the middle because it's just kind of and that was just like a for everything.
Yes.
I'm a published author. Yes, I've written a children's book, but it was self-published. I would love to write a book where it's published by
I
an
have
actual
another friend
publisher.
who's written children's books.
Do you?
I do.
Oh.
That's so interesting.
It is. So yeah, that is something I aspire to. Not necessarily just children's books. I have ideas for other books. They just haven't sometimes I get like inspired and I have things in my head that I like and I'll go type it out, but it's not turned into any kind of book yet. But we'll see.
So that's another thing that I feel like I've always had in my head, that I could write a book. Have I taken any step toward doing it, including write anything? No. But I have always had that in my head. I need to add that to here.
So I have a file on my computer called writing, and sometimes it's just little snippets here and there sometimes.
Yeah.
But when I have it in my head, and like sometimes I'll just like, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna go type it out. And then I have some quotes I put on here for like entrepreneurship related. One says, if you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs.
Oh, that's good.
And then this one says, never be limited by other people's limited imaginations.
Also good.
Yeah.
A lot of yours is quotes.
No, I only have 2 quotes on here.
I'm looking at a third one. Oh, no, that's not a quote. That's a manifestation.
Yeah, because I was like, or I could just put a book on there.
That's true. But okay.
But this is separate because I want to be a published author.
Yes. So but you already are a publisher. Oh, but you're self-published.
Self-published. So a big difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your work.
So that's my work. What's yours?
My work stuff is that I would love to also stop working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And my vision, my absolute vision, this is one of the things that we talked about, that it sounds crazy, but I would love to have my own women's fitness and wellness and community studio.
Mm-hmm.
A beautiful workout studio where we do Pilates, yoga, Lagree, bar, like those types of exercises. And yet also it be a place where we gather, where we sit and have coffee, where we play mahjong or other games that come up, just a gathering place. Because what I found in my current exercise place is that I feel like that's what me and the other women in the classes, at least that I attend, have started to build.
Yeah.
And I would love to have a place where we could gather. I feel like that it has incorporated, the group that I'm talking about has incorporated lots of different types of women, all different backgrounds, all different ages, all different everything. But it's such a good group.
Yeah. And
we enjoy our being together. And I would love to have a space that I owned, and I could make the calls in terms of like the types of offerings that we have exercise wise, but also, yes, open it up to where we can sit and visit, where we have a gathering place where we don't have to say, oh, does somebody want to host us? It can be very casual. It can be very like spur of the moment. We just all end up sitting after we work out and having a coffee and having a Diet Coke, chatting, having a game night or whatever it is. So
I have often dreamt of places like that.
Yes.
Like I've thought of like, I would love to open like some kind of like place where people can, like a meditation center. So I can do it with you.
Yeah.
And I can do health and wellness coaching too.
Yeah. And I could do nutrition coaching. Yeah. And menopause practitioner.
I think I've been actually wanting to talk to you about that.
I know. We could do that.
A joint dream.
That would be a nice joint dream. And it also goes back to what we were saying a minute ago about there is more need for human connection as we get more, AI and tech and all those things that we do is our lives become more insular and separated.
Yeah.
That there is this need for human connection. And I think a lot of people feel it.
Yeah.
Even people, I think, who originally felt like maybe at the beginning of COVID, like, oh, I'm so grateful to have this time to be by myself. I'm starting to think that we realize now that maybe we have too much time by ourselves. Maybe there is a need.
It did feel really good. I think it was
a lot of people felt that.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I even enjoyed it to an extent.
But I think speaking as, like from working from home too, that I'm that is one of the things I'm constantly like kind of looking for is where I
Yes.
can feel a place like Cheers, you know, the old
Yes.
TV show Cheers.
Where everybody knows your name.
Yeah. Like just a place where you belong. You walk in and you feel like at home.
That's what I want this community
Yeah, I love
studio
that.
wellness center for women to be.
Yes.
Where you have that, you have exercise. I want to have a beautiful bathroom area, like where you can shower and
Like
you
you
have
feel
your
like you're at a
products.
spa.
It's spa-like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everything smells good.
Yes, I
Like a
want
fancy
that.
hotel.
I want like a cozy area for more intimate conversations. I want a little bit bigger area for mahjong night or whatever else we end up doing. And then maybe at least two maybe studio rooms where we can have classes.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I love this.
Isn't it a good idea?
It is such a good idea.
I know. That's my big dream.
Fantastic. I love your dream.
And okay, so along with the lines of work still, I do want to pursue becoming a certified menopause practitioner through the Menopause Society. I know that as a group, we are all moving in that direction, and I don't want us to go there uneducated. I don't want us to go there suffering. I don't want us to go there suffering with things that we don't have to suffer from.
Yeah.
How do we prevent it? How do we, deal with any of the conditions that we're going through so that we're vibrant?
Yeah.
Vibrant. We're going to be vibrant.
And I think that's where, when I think about, like, I truly, with coaching, like, feel like I found my place where I was meant to wind up, from teaching to nursing and now with coaching.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I grappled with, should I just go back to being a nurse? Because like you can find a job really easily being a nurse.
And they pay well.
But I'm like, I feel so connected and love what I do. I love helping other people improve their lives. And so I'm like, no, this is where I'm heading. I don't want to go back.
That's exactly how I feel too.
It feels so much like I resonate so much with like what you're saying.
That's how I feel too with the exercise class teaching. And I'm not drastically improving lives, but I have had people here and there say, thank you like for like getting me to start doing this, or I enjoy your class. Just different little tiny things, because I am by no means a great teacher. I've only been doing it for 6 months or so. My form leaves a lot to be desired. My knowledge leaves a lot to be desired, but I do think that I have enjoyment, enthusiasm, encouragement. Like I feel like I can connect usually. And that's what I think makes up for the fact that my form may not be perfect.
That can matter so much more too, because you can go to someone who's been doing it for 10 years and they're no fun to be with.
Exactly.
And you don't want to go back.
And I'm tons of fun.
Yeah. So if you go with somebody who's making you enjoy it.
Right.
And you're going to keep going back.
Exactly.
So it is improving their lives. Don't sell yourself short.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, friend. So so that is the main work stuff. And then this podcast and other types of social media. Yeah. Growing our brand. Growing our brand. I never thought I would say that. You're the one who I always tell this story. I can't remember if I've told it to you yet. What? I'm sure I have. I can't remember if I've told it on air. Is that like the first time you asked me to do this and I was like, yeah, because I was like, she just wants me to join her podcast, or this isn't really going to happen, and la, la, la. And here we are.
And it was us creating our own thing. Yeah. Not you joining me in something I created.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Which is so scary and so much fun, and also still scary.
Yeah. I get it.
But I like it.
It's fun. Yeah, because
I would have never done it by myself. I would have had this I could have had it on my vision board for a million years, and I would have never done it without you being that driving force of, actually, we're doing this.
Well, I love that you said yes. So
I said yes to
I love that you said yes, thinking that it probably wasn't going to happen.
That's exactly what happened.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Almost, this will be, let's see, this is episode number 12.
That's crazy. Yeah.
A lot of people don't make it even this far.
I know. You are a taskmaster.
That's a good one.
You are driven. You do not take no for an answer. You have vision.
But I think it's just vision, and like looking out and planning ahead so that you're actually doing the things.
Exactly.
Because that's part of it.
That's a huge part of it. That's where
Yeah.
I have not done any of my vision board stuff because I have not. And again, this process has made me see, like I keep saying, I want to be a certified menopause practitioner. I've been saying that for like a good 6 months, if not longer. And I'm realizing I've got to take a step for a few of these things.
So
like actually signing up to do it.
There you go.
I did look into it and I can do it as a dietitian.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Now I need to sign up and do it.
Yeah.
Hold me accountable.
I will.
Okay. Let's go on to the next topic.
What's our next one?
For me, it's body.
Okay. I got some body stuff on here.
But do you want to hear my body stuff?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The big body stuff is that I want to be, like, I've been working out, I'd say for a good solid 2 years. Lifting weights, that's what you have to do. You have to lift weights.
Strength training.
You have to strength train. Yeah. We all have to, no matter what. But I still feel like I don't have the level of definition that I want. Like, I want to look like I could enter, not like an iron, I don't want to look like a man.
A bodybuilder.
I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, but I want to be very lean and sculpted. And I don't know if at this age, my skin, maybe, I feel like I have like some creepy
Well, our skin does get more laxed as
my
we
skin
age.
Feels like a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
But
natural.
Other than that, I don't have as much muscle definition as I feel like I should have.
For what you do.
For what I do.
Yeah.
So I want to do more of that. So I think that some of the things that I need to do to achieve that are I need to do some different types of.
I love that you're going into this because I was about to say, okay, dietitian, what would you tell your client?
Oh, I've got three things.
Okay.
I think that I need to either change up or add some weights. Because I do all my weight training in a class with weights, but I also want to do a few things in the weight room. So there's one.
Okay.
Second, I need to change up my diet some, which is also on my list. But I mean, it all goes together. I have got to do more protein. When you look into when I look into how much protein I'm eating, I'm realizing I'm not eating enough protein.
Falling short. Yeah.
It falls short. It's hard to get enough protein.
Yeah. And some days are better than others.
I mean, it is hard.
Yeah. It's also hard because now protein has become, it's such a hot topic buzzword kind of thing.
It is. Yeah.
Even though protein's always been important, it's like just really talked about right now. It's just like I said, a hot topic. And so there's so many, the market's inundated with products too that add protein to everything.
But I don't feel like
it goes too far sometimes.
I think it not only goes too far, I don't think our body is using the protein. Like, I've seen protein water.
Yeah, no.
Protein chips and popcorn, protein everything.
No.
I think that our body is not using that protein as efficiently as it does is natural forms of protein.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to have protein water. I don't want protein water.
I feel like that would be gross.
It just sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
But I want to do more, and I'm going to add some protein powder because I really don't know that you can hit a goal.
I feel like protein powder is great. And I love making like my smoothies and stuff. And you just throw in your protein powder and then you have a great like breakfast or snack with some extra protein in there.
But I'm going to try to hit protein goals better, more vegetables, more whole foods, less just less processed food, less of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Less convenience food, less processed food, less junk food.
Less Chick-fil-A.
I mean, we love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A does have some, actually.
But I actually don't eat it like that.
I don't eat it that much either. But those grilled nuggets are high protein and good in a pinch if you need protein. Shout out.
Hey, Chick-fil-A.
Sponsor us. We like your nugget. We like all your food. I love their French fries.
I'm the chicken sandwich girl.
You brought those damn chicken minis to the house.
The chicken minis for breakfast, because that is something I never do. Is go get fast food for breakfast.
Introducing me to the chicken.
But
mini.
I was, I drove, an over an hour to get to you, and I was starving when I got off the interstate because it was morning. And so I said, if there's a Chick-fil-A on the way to Melissa's house, I am stopping.
And there is. There's like several. So. A strong, lean, sculpted body to where and tan, by the way, because I want to be more tan. I would like my skin to like be more tight, but I'm not sure how I can achieve that.
Look, I miss the days when I was like in high school and could, I was like golden tan with super blonde, natural super blonde hair.
You were hot, huh?
Anyway.
Anyway, why are you ignoring
I
me?
mean, I'm not gonna, like, I'm just not the kind of person that's gonna be like, oh my God, it's so hot.
You were golden tan with
I,
blonde hair.
yes.
She was hot.
And my body looked a lot different than it
She was
does
hot.
now.
She just didn't want to talk about it.
Anyway.
And then, okay, the other thing that I want to do body wise, and I mean, it's kind of body wise, whatever, physical, is run a half marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying
Do you like running?
I like the feeling that I get when I have a good run.
Okay.
Now I'm worried about running because I think it's going to mess up my body parts. Like my knees are going to hurt, my neck might hurt.
It is very impactful in joints.
Yes. But also I've never done that. And I keep saying I used to run. I've run the most I've ever run in one, like without stopping at all, is a 10K.
The most I've done is a 5K.
Yeah.
And after I ran some in high school. My friends that would go run in the park or whatever. I ran in sometimes at college, but in the most recent spurt in my adult years was probably like 15 years ago. And I was like, I just want to run. So I started, I had they have those apps now where it like build your time and you're like, and all that trains you to run. So I did that and it built me up to a 5K. I have terrible shin splints when I run and I don't super enjoy it. But when I was on that goal and I reached it, I met the 5K. It felt great. It was only one time I remember reaching the runner's high that people talk about, and that felt good. And then I stopped. I was like, I'm done. Did it. 5K done. Check. Bye.
See, that's the thing. That high, when you have that feeling like you could keep going and keep going and keep going, which has only happened to me a handful of times, is amazing.
It is. But not enough for me to do it.
I know. I actually have one more body type thing, one more physical thing.
Okay.
I want a facelift.
Okay.
Every time I look in the mirror and I see this.
I know.
And I see this.
I get it.
And the money that I've spent, because I've done Botox, I've done some filler. The money that I've spent on that, I think I could just do this and this. Those are what I want to do. I would like to do my neck too. But I think I'll have to do it in stages because I can't afford it. But I want to do that too because I feel like I've worked hard to lose weight, to work out, stick to a routine.
Yeah.
And now my face has some areas that make me sad when I look in the mirror.
Yeah. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, what did that used to look like? And I'll do like this and I'm like, oh. And then I'll raise like my brows and I'm like, oh. Yeah.
So tell me what's on your board.
So, I mean, not too much, but as far as body for me, it's more like I have this one, just like I'm a jeans girl and I want to look really good in the jeans I wear. I want to feel good in them.
Okay.
So that was just that. And then I have a little picture of some yoga happening because yoga is like my favorite. And I would love to keep.
I like her body. I'd like to look. That's what I want to look like.
Yeah. I would like to keep, improving in yoga. I've thought about becoming a yoga instructor at some point, but I was like, I mean, it takes a long time. There's like so many, there's a
200 or 300 hours.
There's different levels.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, Megan, you don't have to teach everything. Just going to let y'all know. This is part 2 of Vision Board because when I got up after we finished, it had stopped recording and we weren't finished. I think my phone overheated. So here we are back again, starting from where we think we left off.
I think that we need to pick up with our travel plans because you do love to talk about some travel. And I feel like that features heavily in your vision.
Yeah.
So talk to me about your travel visions.
My travel visions. So on my board, there's like a picture that's like from Amsterdam. I think this one's like French Polynesia, something in Asia. This looks like China. I would love to go to Japan, really. Airplane, because just to symbolize travel.
Right.
But really, the most important two. So one is of a hotel room that is like fine hotel, 5-star, because I have gotten glimpses of that using my points.
Yeah.
To like stay cheaply at very, like 5-star hotels. That was there was one in Switzerland we stayed at. And when you get that whole service from start to finish, cocktail on arrival, champagne on arrival, turn down service, chocolate on your pillow, unlimited mini bar in your room.
Unlimited, like free mini bar.
Free.
Oh my gosh. I've never had that.
That was the first time I had that. And
that was overseas?
And then that was in Switzerland.
Right.
And it just, and that entire place smelled decadent. Like it's just this smell.
I do love a good hotel smell.
I know.
I think some of the Marriotts that I've stayed in actually have a really good smell that I want to know what it is, by the way.
Some of them have hotel collection. Like you can buy the smell. Like a candle.
There's a specific smell that I've smelled in a couple of them that I love.
Yeah. So that is one thing I would aspire to do on every vacation with or without points. I would love to be able to just afford to go to fine hotels everywhere I went.
I feel like that might be on everybody's vision board.
I mean, but maybe not, because they might say, oh, that would be nice. But they don't actually think they can make it happen.
Right. They're not dreaming big like you talked about.
That's the difference.
They're limiting themselves.
You have to be intentional.
You are dreaming big.
Yes. The other big one is I want to fly first class.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Me either.
I have had extra legroom. That's about the most of my.
One time I got upgraded to first class, but it was like maybe business class, first class. So it was like, yes, plenty of room, but it was on a regular flight. So it wasn't like an overseas
wasn't
flight.
Long. Was it a lie flat kind of situation?
Oh no, this was a.
So that's what I want. Lie flat.
Like Emirates, like type of.
Yeah. I want to, and really it's nice. Not just Emirates, but a lot of them
I don't know who else does that.
I want lie flat, and I mean, they have suites where you have basically almost a room. I don't even need that, but I would love a lie flat, with upgraded like food and beverage services would be great. Like I said, I do the points stuff, but I always, when it's the three of us traveling, my points go towards three of us, which only covers economy.
Yeah.
It does not cover.
No. That. And the important thing is to get to where, to get to your overseas destination.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'd rather get there than spend money I don't have on that.
By the way, I've never been out of the country, right? I've never been overseas.
Yeah, I don't think I realized that.
I've never been.
Like not to Canada, not to Caribbean.
No.
On a cruise.
No.
That kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you want to?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a passport because I was going to go with y'all to Switzerland.
I know.
So I do have a passport and I'm ready. Do you want to hear where my trips are going to be?
I'm ready to go with you, by the way.
Out of
wherever you want to go. I will be your support.
Oh, you're so sweet. You love to travel.
Yes, I do. Okay, where do you want to go?
My vision board are two types of trips. Okay. One is to go to Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Okay.
And do you know why I want to go there?
I do not. I mean, I've heard it's beautiful, but why?
I have a specific reason.
Okay.
Because of Anne of Green Gables. Do you remember?
I loved that book.
Did you? I read the whole series.
The whole series. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I obsessed.
Weren't they so good?
They were so good.
Like I read, it was like Anne of the. It went.
Yeah.
There
how
were
many
probably
were
like,
there?
I don't know, 6, 7 different books. Yeah. There's a lot of them.
There were a lot.
And then of course I saw the movies that were on PBS back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I don't know if I saw that or not.
I think I even remember.
Pretty sure I did though.
I think the girl's name was Megan Follows. Megan, I think it was Megan Follows. And I remember Gilbert, and I cannot remember Gilbert's name.
Was it a series or a movie?
It was a movie. It was like a movie that came on. Like PBS would do like those like, it was movies, but it was like maybe a couple of parts. Maybe it was a series. I don't know exactly how you did it. It wasn't a series like.
You should rewatch those.
I should.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're on like. Sure. I'm like, I wonder if they're on the Netflix or on the internet. Find them
somewhere.
Are they on the webs? Do we think?
Somewhere.
They got to be on a streaming service somewhere.
Absolutely.
I would pay for it. Mm-hmm. God, they're good. We should watch it together. Because if you've never seen them, I want to watch them with you.
It's maybe not. I can't remember. Like you're clearly remembering.
It was a core part of my childhood.
The books, yes.
The books, and the movies were.
The movies, maybe not.
And then I had a best friend, and she loved it. Possibly even more than I did. Mm-hmm. And we used to have Anne of Green Gables parties. Where, do you remember back when everything was fat-free? We were eating all fat-free foods.
Yes.
And do you remember they had like stuff like Entenmann's and other types of foods?
Oh, I love those Entenmann's cookies.
And cakes.
The Snackwells.
And the
Devil's Food Snackwells.
My dad I think, bought half of the Devil's Food snack wells that were in supply. He always had those in the
I
car.
think they still sell them.
And Dad's probably still buying them. Dad could eat some Devil's Food snack
They're
wells.
good.
Yeah.
Those things
I
are
like the
good.
Entenmann's or however you said it. But
Entenmann's,
we
yeah.
used to have these Anna Green Gables parties, and everything was, I remember, was fat free because we were probably like in late high school or something. And so we had like jelly sandwiches and we had Entenmann's things, and we had all this stuff, and we're like, it's all fat free.
Yeah.
It was all full of sugar.
Yeah.
It was all really bad calories. We didn't, but it was fat free. Anyway, so Anne of Green Gables was like a core part of like my growing up.
Yeah.
I want to go to Prince Edward Island and do like the tour and experience it and have that immersed event.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. And then the other thing I want to do is go on a whole spa retreat trip, maybe to somewhere in Sedona, where we do yoga, massages or spa type things, hiking.
Right there with you. It's
I would
on my
even,
list for a while.
I might even meditate.
Okay.
And you know, I'm not a meditation girly like you are. Do you want to go do that with me?
I would love to. You know, like you
I
tell me to start
riding horses.
You tell me you can do that on your own, but if you tell me to research, what?
Do you not want to ride a horse?
I've ridden enough horses on trips, and I do not care to partake again.
Okay.
Because I've had some very scary horse situations.
Oh, okay.
In that setting.
All right, we can skip the horses.
Okay.
Are you going to hike with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a hiker.
So if I tell you to research it, you'll start researching it. Do
Absolutely.
do you have another hair?
I don't know.
Okay.
I will research and find us something.
Okay.
It will be our worth mentioning work retreat.
Can we write it off? All right. So let's move on to house. Do you have a house? Do you have any house stuff on your vision board?
I do. Mine are pretty simple, straightforward. What we've already talked about kind of is like in other episodes. I have a picture of the house I grew up in.
Okay.
In the city, which is where I want to move back to. I don't need to move back to my home, although I would absolutely probably love to live there. But I'd like to be in that neighborhood, similar style house.
What style of house is it? Would you say? A New Orleans?
The New Orleans houses.
Yeah, like is it a shotgun house?
Well, it was a double shotgun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2-story.
But the beauty of it too, I mean, the neighborhood is all nice and walkable, a lot of community.
Right.
Very different than the suburban area you're in now.
For sure. And then the other picture is of beach houses because I would like to own a beach house one day.
That would be ideal.
It's always been on my vision board. Always.
I think I'm going to add that to my vision board too. I wouldn't mind having a beach house as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I wouldn't mind having.
Yeah. And then there's another picture of like a beachy kind of like sunset.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would love.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
what about you for houses?
Mine, first of all, is to, I think, rent the house out that I live in right now because I'm thinking that the more I think about it, as we've mentioned, that maybe I don't need to live in it right now. And where it is, it's very rentable. And I'm thinking that I could rent it out and hopefully make enough to put back in to improve it because it needs lots of work. That house needs some work.
Yeah.
It is not updated.
Yeah.
But, and then for me to move to somewhere that's maybe smaller, like we talked about, less maintenance, maybe an apartment for a while. I don't know. But I want it to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be big, but I want it to feel like home. I don't want to feel like I'm living in a college apartment. I don't want to feel like I'm living, I don't know, in a place that I didn't have input into. With furniture that I didn't buy and things like that.
Yeah.
So I want it to be pretty, but then the main thing I want is really on my vision board too, is I want my bedroom to be pretty and I want it to feel like a retreat. And because I don't have a pretty bedroom, I have a hodgepodge mess. And I want it to, yours is very pretty.
Thank you.
And I want it to feel like that.
Yeah.
So I want those two things.
I love
and
that.
then I want my yard to be pretty. but I don't have a green thumb. And I'm afraid to spend money right now because I am single and that's a little scary. Like
Mhm.
I have money trauma
Mhm.
because of how we grew up.
Mhm.
And so I'm always afraid I'm going to end up like broken on the streets.
Mhm.
So I'm very scared to spend money.
Yeah.
But I do want a pretty yard. So I feel like at some point I will have to have somebody help me with that because it's
Yeah.
just not a talent that I have.
Mhm.
So I want that. And then the other thing I want related to home is I really want to go through room by room, which I've done before. I've done when we've moved, etc. But I want to go through it and declutter it to the point where the only things I have in there are things that I actually use
Mhm.
or have a high likelihood of using,
Yeah.
or things that I like. And get rid of the other stuff. Like get rid of stuff that I'm hanging on to
Just
because
a more simplified
I want it
life.
very simplified.
Yeah.
Like I hang on to stuff that has memories,
Mhm.
and I want you have to have some of that
Oh,
stuff,
for sure.
but
Yeah.
I have too much of it.
But there's some things that aren't needed. Yeah.
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 So those are my home goals.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's most of our categories, but I think we each have a couple of extras.
I have some extras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's-
I have my extra categories are I want to do a better job with my capsule my wardrobe because I want it to be a capsule wardrobe.
Mhm.
I don't have one. I have a hodgepodge mess of a
Mhm.
wardrobe. I have just whatever. I've been good about thrifting things, by the way, which I like because I have found some amazing,
Mhm.
brand new, beautiful things like that. But that doesn't help you define a capsule wardrobe. That's just more
Mhm.
like luck of the draw, what you find.
Right.
So I want to do that. So I actually asked AI, like when I was putting my vision board together, I was telling the AI that I wanted to look not necessarily age appropriate, but I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard to be 20
Mhm.
because I can't wear some of the things, even though my daughter and I are about the same size wise.
Mhm.
I cannot wear some of the stuff she wears. I can't wear something that cuts off right here.
Yeah.
I am not comfortable in it. It's not age appropriate. Nobody
Right.
wants to see that, including myself. But I don't want to look like I am settling gracefully into the sunset of my life either. So
I agree.
when I asked
Yeah.
AI,
Uh-huh.
I said that, and then I asked the AI to put pictures to my vision board
Yeah.
to create the visual. Do you want
Okay.
to know what it showed
I
me
would love to know what it showed you.
for like my description of what I wanted to dress like?
Yeah.
Like this.
Wait a sec.
I'm insulted.
First of all, what's going on with all the stripes? But
It's not even a good, like, yeah, it's not even stylish, A. And I'm like, I didn't ask for a vision board from my mom.
it kind of reminds me of something my grandmother would have
Right?
worn.
Because it's a grandmother. I am not Sasa. Actually,
Not yet.
Sasa is not going to ever look like this. Sasa
Yeah.
is not grandma of 30 years
Yeah.
ago. Sasa is redefining
Yes. So it's like
that.
it is we can age gracefully. But you don't have to look like your grandmother. And we're still too young for that anyway.
We're redefining. Wait, but it's interesting though, because have you seen the stuff where the Golden Girls were actually like our age or even younger?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what?
Whoops. Yes.
What?
Anyway.
I have, and that is very alarming. When you
Sasa
see
does
their
not age
ages
that way.
I'm like, that was just so it's like stage makeup, right? That made them look like that.
I don't know, maybe. Love you, Betty White.
Okay. Yes.
Love you, Estelle Getty. Love you, Rue McClanahan. And what's Dorothy's name? B. Arthur.
B. Arthur.
I remembered all four.
You did. That was pretty good.
Love that show.
Quickly.
Okay. What's on yours?
So one of my extras is.
By the way, real quick, I have Golden Girls wine glasses, and when you drink from them, you pick randomly which one, and that's your persona and identity for that particular drinking.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you drink. Those.
Okay. And can we pick blindly? Like
you have to pick blindly.
Okay, good. Like that. All right. So one of them is a YSL purse.
Okay.
Because we've talked about our purse situations before, and I've never been like big designer purse girl. I think a Coach purse was like the fanciest one I had, which isn't like really fancy in the line of designers things. But this YSL purse, the specific one I have here, I really like, and I would love to get it. So that is one of my things.
Okay.
Okay, my other one is I have a picture of like a group of friends, like eating, drinking, a couple of pictures like that, just to symbolize me wanting to stay connected with community, having enjoyable experiences with other people.
I have actually that on, and I didn't go over that, but I do have a relationship section of my vision board, and that includes having a long-term partner one day, but also deepening the relationships that I do have with close friends, with my family, and continuing to build the community that I feel like I'm starting to build with like the exercise group and other people that I've met. And that I feel like goes along with our shared goal maybe is to have a women's retreat and wellness and exercise studio where we have not just physical wellness, but emotional wellness. How we have spiritual wellness. We have community together.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's so important in this world where we're becoming less connected. I think we need that human.
Yeah.
I forgot one of my things though that is completely the opposite of all of that. It is not spiritual and wellness and community and loving.
What is it?
It's a Jeep.
Oh.
I want to ride a Jeep, and I want an old one where I can ride around with the top off and listen to music on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And just cruise around.
And you see, and this is the thing, I think with a vision board, it can be, some of it might be materialistic things.
Like Jeeps and purses.
Like Jeeps and purses. But some of it is more about just how you want your life to be.
Yes.
And how you want to be living your life.
Yeah.
The community, where you want to live, how you want to take care of your body. All of those different pieces. But it's okay to sprinkle in some of the items that you would like.
Because it has to be some of both.
Yeah. Last year, I literally had 2 things on my vision board because I was going through all the surgeries.
Yes.
And I emptied it, and I was like, I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And I put 2 things on there.
What were they?
A new sofa.
Oh, I need one of those.
And a car.
And you got both?
And that was the sofa, and that was the car. Yay! That's out in the driveway.
You achieved your vision board.
I did. And that was all I had on there for at least a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more with the year before that with my dad and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Well,
normally we do a question of the day.
Right.
But I feel like we've learned a lot about each other in this, and surprisingly have overwhelming similarities.
Which is so interesting because we are overwhelmingly different in so many ways.
We are. But it just shows, I think, that like there's so many things that people just want in common, the experience you want out of life,
Yeah. And where we are in our lives, we're in a similar stage of life.
Yeah.
And we will have a lot of similarities. That surprised me.
Yeah.
Well, if you had to pick 2 things that you want to achieve this year, what would they be?
Okay.
Or 1 or 2.
Well, can we do one that's like fun and frivolous and one that's like serious?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think for me, the serious one would be the podcast and YouTube to be successful.
Yeah.
And to become more, something that we are getting paid for. And then the other one would be to fly first class.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mine would be that my serious one is that I want to actually become a certified menopause practitioner. And my frivolous, not fun, but frivolous is I want that facelift.
Yes.
I need it for my mental health.
I love that.
I don't know where I'm going to come up with the money, but I'm manifesting that I need it.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't, you put the thing on your board.
Like there's 1,000 other ways that I could spend that money.
Sure.
That are probably, but
now you're going to be intentional.
Yes.
And that's the whole point, is that you maybe now where you want that money to go, and you start actually like putting it in a certain place just for that.
Facelift fund.
Or there's different ways you can go about it.
Okay.
Or like maybe something else catches your eye and you're like, no, I want the facelift more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get that right now. It's going towards that.
Okay.
It's the intention, if you're not actually.
Is it worth intentioning?
It's worth intentioning.
Yay! Yay! On that note.
All right, friends.
This has
been a fun one. All right.
Cheers.
Bye.